Good. Now, one more like that. Yep. Bit higher. That's it. Listen, sorry, I've forgotten your name.
Cherry.
Cherry. Well, you're looking a bit nervous. Is there anything wrong?
No.
You sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not absolutely 100% at home in front of a camera yet. I'm quite new to this kind of thing.
You're kidding me. Well, look, why don't we unwind a bit? How about some coffee and some music?
Thank you, yes. Black, please. Stevie Wonder, if you've got any.
Stevie Wonder. That's more like it, yeah? Now, Jerry, the trick is just to ignore me, yeah? Pretend I'm not here. It's just you and the camera, okay? I'm not here. Now, head up a bit. Head up a bit. Lift your head up a bit, Cherry, please.
Oh, sorry, I thought you weren't here.
Okay, so, Cherry, tell me about yourself. How'd you get into modelling?
Well, when I was young...
Just put your foot on that stool for me, will you?
Oh, right. When I was young, an uncle of mine gave me an air-fixed Spitfire, and it just sort of grew from there.
That's nice. A big smile. And how are you finding it? Pretty tough getting started, yeah?
Well, that was tough. Not nearly as tough as I'd thought, actually. I suppose I've been rather lucky.
Oh, hey, Cherry, you make your own luck in this business, yeah? Now, how'd you... just roll up your trouser leg a little for me, would you? Right. No, seriously, you're a good-looking kid.
Thank you.
How'd you feel about taking your socks off?
Well...
You'd rather keep them on. Doesn't matter. Go on with your story.
Well, I had a good job with the Foreign Office, as a matter of fact. I had car, house, money, everything.
Children?
Oh, good Lord, yes, I only had to pick up the phone. But I've had as many as I wanted. People used to envy me.
Oh, hey, Cherry, I can believe that. You're a winner.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind.
Honest. Cherry, that's all I ever try to be, honest. So, you've got your car, your house, all the trappings, yeah?
That's right. You know, I felt somehow, despite that there was something missing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Glamour?
That's right, glamour. How did you know?
Jerry, listen, if I had £1 million for every time one of my models has spun me a tale like that, I'd be a wealthy man by now. Now let's see if we can't do something with this hair. I think I've got some gel somewhere. Tell me, did you use a mousse this morning?
No, I came by taxi.
I have... Yeah, there it is. Let's give this a go. Yeah. That's working for you. Now, Cherry, what I want you to do for me now is to make love to the camera. Are you sure? Make love to the camera as if your life depended on it, yeah? Yes. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Well, there's not much more to tell, really. Just when I thought my life was getting stuck in a rut, I met a man in the Turkish baths in the Holloway Road, and he offered me July in the Unipark calendar. It was like a dream come true.
Did you know this guy, Cherry?
No, I'd never met him before.
You trust him?
I suppose so.
Trust is hard currency in this business, Cherry. Don't spend it too fast.
Do you think I should have said no to him?
Cherry, I've seen what happened to Shrimpton, Twiggy, Boycott. They're all like you once. Great bodies and a head full of dreams, and then, well, hey, what am I sounding like the angel of doom here. Listen, I've just had a thought. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Since we're all here and everything's set up, why don't we bang off a few,
Photographs?
Yeah, for your portfolio, a bit of fun.
You mean
nude shots, Cherry, nude. Naked, no clothes, bare-assed shots. What do you say?
Oh, I don't know.
You can keep your socks on if you like. Okay, Cherry, if you don't trust me, that's fine. Well, as I said, I'd hate you to do nude work for someone you didn't trust.
Well, of course I trust you.
Well, I'm glad you said that, Cherry. I'm glad. It's just that maybe you're not all that serious about modelling, is that it? Maybe you don't want to get on. I mean, that's fine too.
Well, of course I do. I want to get on. I want to be on the front cover of every magazine in the world. I want to wear beautiful clothes and meet wonderful people. I want to go on Wogan and show that I'm intelligent as well as sensationally beautiful. I want to launch appeals for disabled children. I want to make something of my life.
Well, I can help you do all that, Cherry. But only if you trust me.
Well, I do trust you. I do.
Then dry those tears and get naked. Well, go on.
No, that's the end of the sketch.
There's another page to go, yeah?
No, cut that. I'm not taking my clothes off.
The whole punchline depends on you taking your clothes off.
I'm not going naked in front of the nice ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe you don't want to get on in comedy, Stephen, is that it? No. Well, I shall have to appeal to the ladies and gentlemen direct, so this sketch has got a very funny, well-ish ending. I mean, it does depend on Stephen taking his clothes off. I mean, do you want to do or not?
You're just getting them all excited now. But I tell you what, I'll pretend to take them off, all right? No, 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 no.
Now, all right. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's great. Yes. Give me more of that. Yes. Yes. Oh, my God. You're a man. Oh. 1985 was a good year. It was a good year for chocolate, and it was a good year for this company, and we've had some good times because of it. But tonight is a sad night. It's a sad night because we're losing a friend, but more than that, we're losing a colleague. Gordon Inglis, who joined us, 18 months ago from Leicester, is leaving us to head up a high-powered team, as you might expect, with our US division based out of Ohio. Now, one thing our US cousins ought to know about Gordon, apart from don't ever play squash with the guy, right? No. Gordon is a guy who knows more about brand profiling a chocolate confection than even I do. Gordon.
I first met this loony when our boss, John Dowling, got Stuart here to head up a team to brand a new high-profile, top-end, count-line confection bar on the housewife impulse buy indulgence end of the snack market. That project, as you know, became the chocolate knob. Still, I'm happy to say, brand leader. But Stuart arrived in Leicester, where I was based out of, and he booked himself into the Holiday Inn there. I guess he heard they had the biggest minibar around, right? And he gave me a ring.
From my car?
From your car, yeah. To my car, but in fact, at the time, I happened to be on the other line. But eventually, we got in touch. And you let me know you were in town.
I should say that I told John Dowling, when the whole caboose was first mooted, that I had but one worry. There wasn't a worry about budget. I knew I could get a budget out of John. My worry was, could I get Gordon? Because, and I don't want to embarrass you here, Gordon, but if you've got Gordon playing on your team, you're halfway to the end zone before first time out.
Listen, I don't know so much about end zones or timeouts, but I could tell you a story about this nutter that shows you just exactly what high brand profile management is all about. I'm on a plane with this guy flying out to Bahrain on a sales probe one time.
Wild days.
Wild days. The idea is it's part of a push to get a chocolate knob into every mouth in the Arabian Gulf. And Stuart here, we're on the top deck of a 747, we're flying BCAL club class. And Stuart here sees a hostess who takes his eye.
Oh, I don't like the sound of this.
And remember what you said to her, Stuart?
Oh, good Christ Jesus, no, I don't remember now.
You said to her, get your knickers down, girl.
Why waste time, right? I mean, it worked. She stroked my cheek.
She slapped your face.
Yeah. No, but look, I mean, if we're telling Bahrain stories, I should say,
whoops.
We arrive at Bahrain airport.
Oh, whoops.
And we're being met by Sheikh Kazim al-Rashid. Now, he's an Arab. He's been sitting on the chocolate knob for us out there. And we get into his car.
Oh, this isn't a story about how I threw up in the back of his car, is it? Go on, tell it, go on.
And Gordon threw up in the back of his car.
You bastard for telling that story.
All right, we've told some stories, we've had a few laughs, but you know, everywhere there has to be a bottom line.
Right.
You know, people, they talk, don't they, about the love between a man and a woman, and for sure that's got its place, no one would deny that. But you know, there's another kind of love. A love between colleagues that's based on respect for performance. I'm not a homosexual. Never have been.
Neither am I.
I think our records show that, but I have to tell you here tonight, John, with your permission, that I love this guy. I love this big, crazy, fly-away roister-doister. I love him. Gordon, I love you.
Stuart, you're giving me a lump.
Christ, I'm going to miss you. Get over here.
You bastard. It couldn't matter less.
What couldn't?
The size.
Size?
How big it is. The length. It couldn't matter less. It really doesn't worry me. It doesn't matter at all.
The length of what?
My Albert.
Albert?
My how do you do?
Not really at all, I'm afraid.
Mr. Tompkinson, you know, Dong, Sprinkly, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh. It's small, is it?
I never said that. When did I say that? I never said it was small. I just said it didn't matter what size it was.
It's too big, perhaps.
That might be it. That might be the problem. Not that there's any problem.
Well, what are you talking about, then?
I'm not talking about anything. If it was huge, I would be no happier than if it was absolutely tiny.
You're unhappy, then?
I never said I was unhappy. When did I say I was unhappy? If it was a stupid, shriveled snail, an acorn, I wouldn't worry at all.
Oh, come on, cheer up. Plenty of drawbacks in having a huge Mr. Tompkinson too, believe me.
Come on, don't try that one on me. Mine may be modest, but yours is...
What?
Well, be frank, it's absolutely tiddly.
Oh, how could you possibly know what size it is? Not that it matters for a minute.
Have you forgotten that we played a game of strip bridge not 3 weeks ago?
Yes?
A certain person not a million miles from being exactly you thought he'd be a bit of a lad and deliberately lose 4 tricks so he could get down to his Y-fronts, and certain things started to spill out, didn't they? If you can call it spilling out. Peeping out, I'd call it. Have you ever seen anything so small?
It's bigger than yours.
It is not.
Mine is like a baby's arm, mine is.
Baby's arm is more like a baby's penis.
Yours is minute.
It is, well, I tell you, there's one way to settle this. We'll let the nice ladies and gentlemen decide.
All right.
All right.
All right.
No, actually, best not, come to think of it.
Well, you're chickening out now, aren't you?
No, there's a much better way to tell. I read somewhere that nose size is the key.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's right. The nose and the sprinkly are directly related. All we have to do is compare noses.
Well, yours is bent for a start.
Exactly, and so is my nose. You see? That shows what a good indication it is.
No, I'd heard somewhere that it's not the size of the nose that counts. What counts is the distance between the nose and the upper lip. That's
It's not, is it?
Yeah. Well, now this may be a bit of an old wives' tale, but I had heard that actually the best way of gauging the length of someone's Mr. Tompkinson is to measure the distance between the base of the penis and the tip. That's the best way.
You're joking.
That's true.
Damn.